First the rain comes, and then the wind blows, then the leaves come tumbling down, and then the night falls a little sooner. We light the fires in our stove. Call your children out of the cold. Bring the animals inside. We're cooking love up on the stove. You know we'll all stay warm tonight. And first the rain comes, and then the wind blows, then the leaves come tumbling down, and then the night falls a little sooner. We light the fires in our stoves. Call your children out of the cold. Bring the animals inside. We're cooking love up on the stove. You know we'll all stay warm tonight. Call your children out of the cold. Bring the animals inside. We're cooking love up on the stove. You know we'll all stay warm tonight. You know we'll keep you warm tonight.
Thank you, and that was a beautiful song composed by Andrea DeVries. She just has this gift of just composing things on a whim when necessary. And as we were planning for this concert tonight, Andrea thought, what would be good with the wood fires burning and this beautiful, attentive audience that we have, and she came up with that song. So it's a real pleasure to be back here again. And we were here for the first time last winter, and it's just a real treat. And hearing Vanessa and Core, what a soulful duo, the two of them, and the beautiful Appalachian music. So thank you, and thank you to Judy for having us. This song, I wrote it after hearing a story on CBC about an elderly couple that died within hours of each other. And initially I thought, what a coincidence. But then I kind of thought, are there any millennials in the audience, or elder millennials? I thought, hashtag couple goals, right? Isn't that the dream? So this song really is about meeting someone, falling in love, and growing old together. Will you wait for me? Oh, will you wait for me under the white maple tree? Will you wait for me? Oh, will you wait for me under the white maple tree? When we promise to be true, there was so much that we hardly
So this next one is a little tribute to the ladies that made their way to West Coast, British Columbia, the Gumboot Girls, and yeah, shout out. And there's a little piece of the song that just references how dark Prince Rupert and Haida Gwaii can be in the winters. So I really feel that singing it at this time of year. I don't think. Yeah, I lived in Squamish for a while, so I kind of get the cloudy, foggy ocean thing, and it's not my jam. I like the clear skies that we get here in Smithers. So they were strong women, those girls. Been riding on this train, been in this car for days. I flew across the ocean to this land beyond the peaks. Look at my new breeches, look at my wool cap, look at my gum boots. Oh, I won't be going back. I'll build my house up on these rocks with these trees. I'll plant a garden, I'll shoot a gun, don't need a man, if you please. Look at my new breeches, look at my wool cap, look at my gum boots. Oh, I won't be going back. The dark days will come, the clouds will overload, the winter winds will chill our souls, but that's what whiskey's for. Look at my new breeches, look at my wool cap, look at my gum boots. No, I won't be going back. No, I won't be going back.
My husband is videographing this, partly so we can send it to our parents. It'll never work if only. Which is a good segue into this next song.
Tanning? The song's about tanning?
I wish. I only reflect. So, this song is by my dad, Glenn, who's a songwriter down on Vancouver Island. And he also wrote this song about independent. He said it's about independent women, Shalom. And so my dad raised me to be an independent woman, which I'm really thankful for. So he's going to watch this. And so I asked him more about the song, and I'm hoping I get this right. It's about the balance between wanting to be independent, but still connected to people and stuff in your life and your background. So wanting to have that balance of being connected, but also being independent and standing on your own. So, yeah, it's the main theme of this song. We Homespun Heartache it, a bit different than my dad's version.
Yeah.
So I hope he likes it. This is the first time he will have heard it, our version.
And we should say that Shalom arranged this song, our dad's original version.
Yeah.
Yes. Cowley arranged by Cowley. All right, and it's called Western Wind. You ran with the money, honey. Did you think it was free? Did you stop to think about you and me? You were a wild child, destiny in your eyes. Stayed the morning to see the sun rise.
Did you think it was free? Did you stop to think about you and me?
I was at guitar camp this summer with the awesome Mark, who was the instructor, and I see some guitar campers in the audience. Pat over there, other guitar campers, Heather. And anyway, I took an intro to soloing class, so I felt brave tonight, and we'll see how it goes in the future.
Yeah, so this next piece is for anyone out there who has somebody in their life or in their family that just isn't as close as you'd like them to be, and it's something that you can feel especially around the holiday season. Blood runs deeper, they say, than water, come what may, till something I do makes me no good to you. You started out when you were young. You had a daughter, had a son. You built our house the best you knew. You raised us just to be like you. But sons and daughters always grow, explore beyond the world they know. We thought we'd live in our own way, and still a family we'd stay. 'Cause blood runs deeper, they say, than water, come what may, until something I do makes me no good to you. But sons and daughters always grow, explore beyond the world they know. We thought we'd live in our own way, but still a family we'd stay. Come on and watch your hands of me. Have your way instead of family. Keep your opinions close, they won't keep you warm. Keep your heels dug in until you stand alone. Is this really what being different has to mean? Blood runs deeper, they say, than water, come what may, until something I do makes me no good to you. kitchen's full, our house is warm. We'll keep the table set for you.
Music just has this way of healing, right? Such a healing. So this next song is a story, and the story started when my husband Malcolm came home from picking morel mushrooms last spring in Houston. I won't tell you the exact location. But he came home with about 15 pounds of mushrooms with a very dirty face and hands. He was just covered in dirt and picked by black flies. But he also had these lines. He came home with these words. Nothing good ever comes from a forest full of flame, gum boots full of ashes, and a hat full of rain. And right? And we were like, wow, that's a song. And it took a while for us to come to this song. But we were really, affected by this global issue of forest fires burning around the world, in Australia, California, and more recently in our backyard in Francois Lake. And this song, this tragedy of forest fires and the life that comes after it, it's not just sorrow, it's not just tragedy, it's also resilience, and it's about transformation. Nothing good ever comes from a forest full of flame, gumboot full of ashes, and a hat full of rain. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes but the morel picking game. While dodging the black flies, I remember the blaze, how above the Nechako smoke hovered for days. The north is on fire was the news of the day. The treetops are burning, so get on your way. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes but the morel picking game. We cannot leave our farm, we could not leave our home, but when it came to our door, we were standing alone. And though we fought it with axes and lines in the ground, our homestead was lost when the flames took it down. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes but the morel picking game.
my pain. Until insurance returns what it cannot provide, I'll walk the burned timber with a sack by my side. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes. Nothing good ever comes from a forest full of flame, gumboot full of ashes, and a hat full of rain.
This one is a Shalom story, that's for sure. I love talking before this song just because it's an inspiring thing to have sisters. I grew up with a brother, so having sisters now is a lovely thing. And Shalom has a grandma that passed away who had a lot of personality, and I definitely aspire to age like her, I hope, to some extent. I don't know if I'll ever be on vaudeville.
In your 80s?
In her 80s and 90s.
Amazing.
Just doing the soft shoe routine by the time she's in her 90s.
But yeah, it's really inspiring. My mom went out and got her master's in her 50s and is starting her own business now. She's turning 60 this year. Like, there's just a lot to be said for just living life fully to the, through all the stages. So this song is about doing that and hopefully doing it with a bit of pizzazz. They say we should be aging gracefully, but there are other things that I'd rather be. I asked my sisters, how do you feel about your hair going gray and losing your way? I said to my sisters, are you afraid of your skin hanging down and sags all around? Oh, please, said my sisters, this is our time to throw cares away. Forget what they say. Come on, said my sisters, now is our time to be as we please. Live us seriously. They say we should be aging gracefully, but there are other things that I'd rather be. I said to my sisters, we'll move to Raleigh and rock on our chairs on our porch down there. We'll hire a handsome man to plant flowers and kill all of them so we can landscape again. We're in, said my sisters, we won't waste time, we'll get right now. Our grandma said how? Listen, said grandma, this is my secret. Meet lots of men, eat more pie now and then. They say we should be aging gracefully, but there are other things I'd rather be. I asked my sisters, how do you feel about your hair going gray and losing your way? Come on, said my sisters, this is your time to be as you please. Live us seriously. 1, 2, lot of work to do with very little room in here for breathing.
Like we have different sort of visions of our futures, and in one of the songs it was like about dying peacefully with our husbands, and then in the song it's like
I'm moving to rally. I'm gonna drink mint juleps on the porch. I'm sorry. Sorry, Aliana.
So I think here in the north we can all relate to some hard work. Most of us either know a family or have a personal experience with a spouse who's have to leave this area to go to work. And as much as the financial security brings comfort, that comfort bears a cost. And this song is for the generations of women who've come before us, the ones now, present day, here on the stage and in the audience tonight, who've kept the wood stove lit while their men go to work in the bush. Been struggling hard these few years. At the end of the month, we were up to our ears, drowning in debt and a life of no frills. Camp work seemed the answer, it paid all the bills, but don't go back to the mine. We're alone all the time, though the money may see us through. I don't see enough of you. Well, you missed half the birthdays, the first days of school. Where are you, my dear one? Where are you, my jewel? And when you're gone, drilling for gold, my days are gray and our bed is cold. So don't go back to the mine. We're alone all the time, though the money may see us through. I don't see enough of you. So come down from the mountain, let me feel your soft embrace. My gold is in your touch, my riches in your face. Well, I'd give up this comfortable life that we lead. At the end of the day, really, what do we need? So before you're entirely smothered in earth, come to your senses, ask, what is it worth? And don't go back to the mine. We're alone all the time, though the money may see us through. I don't see enough of you. Coming up to our last song with a possible. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I feel I needed to
Our
sing.
second to last song.
Second last song. I know the song off by heart. I wasn't going to show us, but I will, because it's a cozy audience. You know when you learn something and you know it off by heart, but you've been looking at the words, then you feel nervous. Then you remember the nervous, and you're like, oh, I know the words, but I'm nervous. And then it's your dad's song, and it's a song about your parents when they were young and in love, and they're old and in love too, which is also inspiring. And you're like, oh man, now I'm really nervous. I'm going to use the words. They're going to be like, who's that lady using the... Anyways, I'm the lady using the words because I know them, but I'm nervous because I'm singing a song about my parents when they were young and in love. Which was good because then they had me. So, and I'm not young, but yeah. Anyways.
And it's being videoed.
And it's being videoed
by your husband.
By my husband, who I love. But we're not young, but we were young. And we have a child. And we have probably written songs about him. I could continue, but I'll stop because this isn't a comedy routine. All right. Oh, I'm getting the look from my son. Oh, I could embarrass him. When he's 14, I'll really embarrass him.
I know. Isn't it too soon for this?
I know. But I got to. All right, let's cut into the story. In 1971, my parents hitchhiked across Ontario and Quebec, and then they'd later do all of Canada. And so they spent this summer in Quebec, and they were in Quebec City, and they were staying at the youth hostel, which was at the old city jail. And as they were walking back from town, it started to pour with rain. So, and my dad said all they could do was dance in the rain. They were so wet. So he wrote this song about the plains. Oh, they're at the Plains of Abraham. It's called Plains of Abraham, which is where they were walking when this downpour happened, and they started dancing. I think I used up for 10 minutes, sorry. All right, here we go. Plains of Abraham. With the storytelling. Here we go.
Sages and children know which is which. dancing in the rain.
I'm coming off of a cold, so I'm like holding out for the end. So
I think this is our last song. Yes.
so I don't start a coughing fit.
It's just so wonderful to be here. This is the gig that we looked forward to all summer, all fall, and you guys are such a great audience. It's really a treat and a pleasure to play for you. You might recognize this song.
We're going full circle. Yeah, that makes sense. Silent night.
Silent,
Holy night.
holy night, all is calm,
All is bright.
round young virgin, mother and child.
Holy infant, so tender and mild.
Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Homespun Heartache. Give them another roar. Well, that's it. I'm sorry. You're going to have to all go home and watch TV now. No, you could go home and learn to play an instrument, and then you could come up and play the set next time, okay? It's never too late.